So this is the ultrastructure of a nephron. Now the upper part of the nephron is usually cup-shaped structure, and this cup-shaped structure is called as the Bowman's capsule, while the lower part of this is tube-shaped, and this is called as the tubule. So the one end of the tubule is attached to the Bowman's capsule, while the other end is attached to the collecting duct. Okay, now this Bowman's capsule, it contains a bundle of blood capillaries, and this bundle of blood capillaries is called as the glomerulus. Now the one of this glomerulus, it attached to the renal artery. This renal artery brings in the dirty blood, while the other end, it runs as a blood capillary, and it finally joins the renal vein, which is collecting the filtered blood and it is supplying to the body. Now we will see how the process of filtration is taking place in the kidneys. Okay, so what happens? This renal artery, it brings in the dirty blood. Now this dirty blood contains of proteins, RBCs, urea, water, amino acids, salts and other waste materials. Okay, now this dirty blood, it passes through the glomerulus. Now this glomerulus serves as the main filtering unit, and it has pores of a limited size, which means the large molecules cannot pass through. Okay, so now once the blood has reached to the glomerulus, only the particles of a limited size such as water, urea and some amino acids can pass, while the large molecules such as the proteins and the RBCs will not pass. So this filtrate, now this will enter into the Bowman's capsule and it will go down, where subsequent absorption by this blood capillaries will be taking place. Okay, now this upper part is called as the proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, now after this proximal convoluted, this is the descending limb and it is called as the Henle's loop. Okay, and this is the ascending limb, and this ascending limb, it joins the collecting duct. Okay, now what happens? Whatever the filtrate has come, this is now the urine. Now this urine contains excess of water, excess of salts, excess of amino acids and all urea. Okay, now what happens? In this tubule, what happens? The blood capillaries, the absorption of most of the water takes place. Okay, now some salts, essential salts, some amino acids are also absorbed. Okay, while the urea is not absorbed over here. Okay, so all the glucose, most of the salts, water is reabsorbed here. Now what happens? Now here the blood has got filtered. So all this, the purified blood, it is now supplied to the renal vein. Okay, now this renal vein, it's supplying to the filtered blood to the all the parts of the body, while the urine, which consists mainly of the urea and water, is transported into the collecting duct. Now this collecting duct, what happens, is connected to the ureters. These ureters are tubes which supply the urine to the urinary bladder. Now this urinary bladder is a sac-like structure where the urine is stored for some time, till the time you go to the toilet. Okay, now once this urinary bladder or the sac is filled, what happens? The urine is discharged out of the body through the urethra, and the opening or the closing of the urethra is regulated by some of the sphincter muscles. So this is how the process of filtration is taking place with the help of these nephrons. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Stay home. Stay safe.